Jess really is the best boyfriend, though.
Yes, he is. He did abandon her, though.
Oh, that's so true.
It's just what I thought of based on what you said.
Oh, we have so much chemistry.
We're the carbon-oxygen covalent bond of roommates.
Totally. I mean, I wonder if we could be doing something even cooler.
We could solve crimes.
Like Sherlock and Watson?
I was thinking more like Lassie and the little foster boy that's Lassie's owner, but it's basically the same thing.
Oh, we could write a screenplay.
Like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Right? Who'd be who? Dibs on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ben! So much chemistry. We could start a podcast.
I'm gonna need you to say that again.
Okay, we could start a podcast?
Bring her in, boys. I have been waiting for this moment for years.
I met you 4 months ago. Who's that?
That's Craig, our sound guy.
We have a sound guy? We're not Destiny's Child.
Every podcast has a sound guy. He'll just chime in every now and then, like our fairy godmother.
He has a mic? I don't see how that's necessary.
That's cold, Stephanie.
So, what should our podcast be about?
What's hip nowadays? Like true crime?
I could do true crime.
Let's do true crime.
Let's do it.
Oh my god.
I want you to think about universal truths.
The rising of the sun, the ruggedness of the human spirit. Me replying,
You too.
when the waiter says, have a nice lunch.
But most of all, that the husband is always the killer. Welcome to Two Girls, One Crime. I'm your host, Lucia.
And I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Craig.
Is he supposed to be doing that?
I have no idea. This is not part of our contract.
Okay, well, maybe if we ignore him, he'll just stop doing it.
As you know, this is a podcast about true crime. So we try to keep it respectful because these are real crimes with real people. Their families are affected.
Totally agree. Much respect.
This week, our crime is a chainsaw murder.
Tim McLean, your friendly neighborhood zoologist, was out bird watching with his fellow bird enthusiasts.
But while these amateur ornithologists had their eyes locked on their feathered friends, Tim had his sights on one thing and one thing only: murder.
The crack of dawn. February 1983. McLean distracted the fellow bird watchers by pointing out a rare turquoise-brown motmot methodically. While mesmerized by this majestic bird, McLean took a chainsaw and dismembered his so-called friends limb by limb, grinding them into a powder. But this was just the beginning of his rampage. Among the list of victims, his orthodontist, his bowling team, his roommate. The police never caught wind of this because he sprinkled the powder into the bird feeder.
He fed his roommates to the birds? So do you think maybe this is a little disrespectful?
Yeah, maybe true crime isn't for us.
Yeah. How about let's try
Sports! LeBron James spotted in a Knicks cap. Lakers fans worry. Is he gone?
Could Tiger Woods beat Phil Mickelson on the Carolina Green? We think he would.
Welcome to Two Girls, One Ball. I'm your host, Stephanie.
And I'm Lucia.
And I'm Craig.
Craig!
Hey Craig, so thank you so much for doing the sound and stuff for us, but this is kind of our thing.
Yeah, this is Two Girls, One Ball, not Two Girls, One Ball, one overeager sound guy that speaks out of turn.
Yeah, what she said, but nicer. We super appreciate you. Can we get the sound back? Today's topic, Is LeBron James the greatest of all time?
Now, Lucia, let me tell you, LeBron James is a dear friend of mine. We bowl together. We do laundry together. But if you think he is the GOAT, oh, the blasphemy. If you think that, then you need to be tested for a concussion.
Wow.
And not to shine a light in my eyes, check my pupils concussion. I'm talking degenerative, CTE level head trauma whose repetitive connection to injuries in sports should result in enhanced safety measures, but doesn't because we, as a society, value entertainment and commerce over human lives.
So my answer is no.
So do you think that was just a little bit disrespectful?
I'm sorry, I really got into it.
That was mean. But you do have a point.
Yeah, cancel football.
How about let's try
Public radio!
The lights shine bright in New York City. Comers and goers wallop to the beat of the A line, like rhythmic droppings of a chunky poopy as it plops into toilet water. I cross into the dog park on Christopher Street, where I remove my dog's leash.
Take a deep breath and try to visualize what it's like to be walked on these roads, to scuff the cusp of my paw on the warm concrete, to sniff the butthole of my dear friend without shame.
I wonder, what if?
What if?
What if?
What if? Dogs could talk.
This is Two Girls, One Pup. Because we're two girls, and we like puppies, right? I'm Lucia.
And I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Craig.
Fucking
Craig!
nut.
I am going to be leaving a very negative review on your Yelp page. It's only been 5 minutes since I've arrived, but it feels like 35. That's how conversion to dog time works. You multiply by 7.
There's an old saying passed down from generations that explains this, that goes, woof woof, woofy woof, Scooby Dooby Doo.
Lana the Labradoodle was visibly distraught that day, for the doggy treats were. Hey, what's going on?
The Texas chainsaw bird watching bit hit a little too close to home. So, you've been canceled.
We were broadcasting this entire time?
King Craig!
For what it's worth, I like the talking dogs. I'd be happy to co-host again if you ever get funding.
You're not a co-host, Craig.
Okay, he left. So, wanna solve crimes? Days on 3. 1, 2, 3. Lasting owner! So much chemistry! Get out of here.
Thanks so much for listening. This has been America's Got Podcast, the show where every week we take a look at people who think inside a podcast. I've been your host, Craig.